Go for it.
All right, I'm going to do the 2 claps.
All right.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, mate. Thanks for welcoming us in with the 2 claps.
Yep.
Bit of a tradition, eh?
It is, and it
Bit of
shall
a
be.
tradition. We're going to keep that carrying on for the whole... That'll be like our little
I think
special
it's a
thing,
little
you
bit of
know?
A little Easter, not an Easter egg, just a thing.
Easter egg.
No, it's
Bit
not
of
an
a-
Easter egg because it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But I'll tell you one thing that we're going to do for a tradition as well from now on. And look,
Do we just... Okay,
let's just address it.
all right.
Let's just address it. So we had we just had another recording issue in the first 5 minutes of our podcast. Once again,
we
had
thought
to
we were doing the
restart.
right thing.
We
Like,
did. We did. We thought we took care of all issues.
So, like, we made the executive decision to purchase a dedicated camera to record our podcast on, obviously, and we spent a fair bit of money,
And we fucked up.
and we thought, like, I did a bit of research on it, and I thought it's a good camera.
Says good camera.
And
it
maybe
record-
for
it looks pretty
vlogging.
good. Yeah.
But let's just say we might have started shooting before, ran about 10 minutes before it popped up, and
Yeah, it said the video stopped recording. I don't know about you, but I don't plan on recording 6 different segments.
I don't really want to have to edit
in a
6
podcast.
cuts, mate. I'm going to
It's
be
not.
honest. I'd rather do a single cut and just edit out bits we need, not do 6 stitches.
It's definitely not number 1 on my list.
No, it's not. So,
But the actual idea we had was at the start of each video, we're actually going to have a new beer or a new alcoholic beverage that we're going to try
mate. New beverage.
at the start of each thing. We're going to rate it. And this time around, we actually tried White Rabbit's Dark Ale, and
We'll show them.
we'll show them what it is. You know,
You can't
we
see
got it
it,
at
but-
Dan Murphy's.
Yep.
It's White Rabbit Dark Ale, and I found it was a bit of a blend between a lager and a pale ale.
Let me give it another taste.
Give it another taste. It has a little bit of like a smoky, like a toffee kind of aftertaste.
So,
The more I drink it, the more I think.
I'm going to be honest, man. I'm getting notes of Vegemite in that.
Interesting. Probably looks the same color as Vegemite.
Yeah, it's not horrible, mate. I wouldn't... It's not my first choice. If I'm going to a party or somewhere, I'm not going to grab a case of White Rabbit Dark Ale. It's just not happening. No way in fucking hell. Never even heard of it before until today when we look for...
Yeah, we were just
A beer
in
that
the
someone's never heard of.
alcohol, well, the alcohol section of Dan Murphy's. We were in the like beer section where all like the standalone stubbies were, and we just looking at the weirdest one. And
I'm going to be honest, mate. If you mix Vegemite, water,
and milk,
orange
You could
juice,
try.
you've got that beer. I
Yeah,
actually initially rated it pretty high, but it's
Yeah,
gotten a lot
as I
worse,
said,
mate.
it's not tasting
It's probably
great.
going down to about a 5,
Yeah,
maybe
so
4
I
and a
think
half.
it's 4.5 to 5. I would only drink it if someone was like, "Look, man, all we've got is this," and I'd be like, "All right,
Yeah, nah.
I'm not
that's
having
it, eh?
more
That's
than
fucking
more
not
than
it.
1.5 of these."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to finish it, but I don't want to finish it. It's not a beer I'm going to enjoy drinking
Yeah,
whilst filming
like-
the podcast. I'm going to be honest.
you're gonna see me cringing this whole time I'm drinking it.
I might vortex it. Yep.
Look, if you want to go ahead, I'll give you a bit of a catch up on my week while you vortex it, mate.
All right.
I'm actually kind of intrigued because the last thing I want to see is it go over the couch. There you go, it's done.
Well, that was not good,
What
mate.
happened this week? Well,
Yeah, give us a catch up, mate. What have you been up to?
Friday, Saturday, I was out kart racing at the first open event in Wanneroo.
First open event.
Yeah, so it's different to a club run. People coming from Kalgoorlie, Geraldton, Esperance, everywhere to race. And Friday was a practice from 12 to 8 p.m. And, you know, people have set up camps. Like they camped overnight for the race.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just trying to learn the track, whereas they're already, you know, they're trying to figure out what to do to their cart. Just watching someone walk past. What to do to their cart, whereas we're just trying to learn the track. We've never done it before. We've been there once before, but it was a completely different layout. So we were already behind on the 8 ball, but it was a really good experience. And, you know, the winners got some cash for it and keen to do some more. I think the next one's in Bunbury. If you want to come to Bunbury.
When's that?
I think it's March.
So I got a bit of it. I might have to do a little practice next
practice.
weekend or something.
Well, this weekend's going to be nice
This
and
weekend.
cool, I think.
Is it?
Coming, yeah.
I think it's still 30s, mate. I'm going to be honest. I think it's
That's
literally
still-
33s, 35s
that's
till the end of
still
Feb.
Good.
It's better than 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll be in Dunsborough, so you might have that one practice ahead of me. But yeah. So there's a few things I got to work on. My cart's a little bit unbalanced still, but
Yep.
other than that,
That's
Keen,
just
man.
how it is, mate. Start of the season. Obviously, you had that mishap where your tyre came off. Your hub, you
Yep.
snapped it. So
and I replaced that hub and it was the wrong size,
Yeah.
so the back end was completely unbalanced.
bit of noise out there, mate.
It is. It's a
Fucking
bit of
banging
rustle
around.
and
Do they
tussle
not
going
know
on.
that they're interrupting
They're
the filming of a
interrupting.
podcast? I'm not too impressed, mate.
No respect. Unprofessionalism. By the way, I'm gonna have to ask you throughout this episode to keep telling me the time, because when it gets to about half an hour, then, you know what I mean?
I don't have a phone or a watch on me, mate.
That recorder's gonna tell you the time that we're recording.
Oh, okay. We're
Yeah.
5. Yeah, okay. That's
But
good.
anyway, man, that's
a
a
good point,
bit of my work week.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
The week as a whole hasn't been too eventful actually, mate. Today, obviously, this morning, got up pretty early.
Oh, this beer's
Yeah,
so
it's
bad.
not good, mate. It's not good.
Fucking gross.
I got up pretty early and headed up to Lancelin with
Mm.
a couple of my mates. So I went up with Mitch and Willie.
How's
up
that?
to Lancelin. It was good, perfect temperature, mate. That's a bottle opener. Perfect temperature, but it was windy as shit.
Yeah, right.
But like, yeah, it was good, man. We set up the 4B, set up the cruiser. 2 cruisers actually. He's got an 80 series.
Jeez.
So, and we set the barbie up. I got the bloody stand-up paddleboard, mate, and we were trying to surf waves on a paddleboard.
Difficult. I've done that in flat water.
Mate.
Difficult.
I got fucked. I came off a wave. Paddleboard came from behind me, just back of the head. That actually kind of hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got footage on the drone that I've got, so I'm actually gonna go home and watch that tonight, and I'll probably put it up on the personal account. So if anyone wants to see me getting fucked by a paddleboard,
Yeah, look at him.
go on the Instagram and you'll see me.
Joshua_Michael33.
Josh, mate. Josh underscore.
Josh
It'll be on the screen anyway. It'll be on the screen.
there. It'll be there.
But other than that, yeah, headed home, left there about on the way there today, mate. Speeding fine.
Oh, yeah, you sent me that.
I bloody
Did you get pulled over?
yeah, I got pulled over by highway
Jeez.
patrol. So I was already shitting myself. For those who don't know, I drive like a pretty
Illegal
big-
Land Cruiser.
legal Land Cruiser. If the police are watching this, it's now legal and engineered. It's all good. But yeah, I was driving and I seen a speed camera, like those box ones, the old ones, and it was
Yeah.
like taped up. And then behind it, parked in the bushes, was a highway patrol car. And I was in the right lane, doing I think 114.
Okay. Not too
So-
bad. Was it 110 or 1?
100. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he pulled me over and he's like, mate, you know what, I pulled you over today. I was like, yeah, mate. So two demerits, $200. Didn't say anything about my car. Honestly, when I got pulled over, I was just like, just don't yellow sticker me, mate. I've already had one, and it cost me too much money to get off. So I was just
At that stage, would you have just sold your car after you'd got it over the pits?
yeah, yep. I
a
would have
lot of
made
money
it
to spend.
stock, got it over the pits, and I probably would have not even put it back on. I just would have
Sold
sold
it
it like that, eh?
Yeah.
With all the
Sell the parts separate.
No, I would have put it like as a package deal, like pay whatever you like, however I was going to put it up for, and they get all the parts to put on themselves. But I can't be fucked doing it.
It's a lot of effort.
But yeah, got a speeding fine, and then you're not going to guess, mate. On the way back, I got another speeding fine.
Are you serious?
I dead ass got another speeding fine on the way back.
What, pulled over again?
No, it was a fixed camera, mate. Had Waze up and it fucking alerted me, and I still got a speeding fine, mate. And
you were...
I don't know how much. Okay, I'm going to be real with you. The
You were
overtaking
limit
lane,
bashing, weren't you?
it was an overtaking. The overtaking was just ending. And I was getting around that last car, man. And I got around it, and I seen the camera, and I slammed my brakes on. Not slammed, but I was slowing down. And when I seen the red light flash, I was probably only about 5 k's over. I'm hoping it takes your speed measurement when it takes the photo, because if not, I'm fucked. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but there was a guy towing a big boat, like a big 6-meter boat, doing 80 and 100 zone. So I was like,
It's that
I'm not
dickhead.
going to stay behind. No, I'm not
have-
dickhead, man, because he's got a big
Okay,
boat.
fair enough.
But like, I'm not going to stay behind him that whole road. So yeah.
I have an issue with people who are in the right lane going 5 under. The right lane isn't to do the speed limit, just quietly. The right lane is to be going 5 over the speed limit at least.
Not even over, man. Just if you're gonna, it's like it is made to be the fast lane. Like the rules say, you can get fined for not
undertaking.
failure to stick to the left is an actual thing you can get fined for.
Yeah, and it's a big thing if you ever go to Europe, or I swear it's even more prominent in eastern states than it is here. Almost every other country you go to, they're abiding by those rules. Like
Perth drivers
in Perth, you are getting undertaken, overtaken.
Oh.
It's ridiculous. People are in the right lane
nothing-
going slower than the left lane. And the left lane's going 10 under.
Nothing makes me more furious than when I'm on the freeway. I might be doing 103, and there's a dickhead in the right lane doing 95, and like I'm just get out of the way, and then I try to like you're not meant to undertake, but they're not moving out of the way.
Yeah.
What are you meant to do?
And then as soon as you go to undertake, that's when they're like, yeah, you know what? I'm going
I'm
to
a speed
indicate
up.
to the left.
Same as
Or
the
they'll speed
overtaking
up.
lanes,
Yeah.
bro.
It's
Today,
ridiculous.
like literally doing like 80, 90, and then as soon as the overtaking lane hits, they're like,
Comes
you know what?
hitting
I'll put my
120.
foot down and I'll
Yeah.
do 110.
Yeah.
You're a fuckwit, mate. If you do that, I don't know if it's like your ego thing and you're like, oh, no one's going to overtake me. Just fucking have a look at yourself. Look at yourself in the rearview mirror and just fucking I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Just go fuck yourself.
Just go fuck yourself.
I'll be honest with you. I have an ego.
I get so angry.
I have an ego when it comes to but I'm never going under the speed limit.
I swear you told me a story once.
I refuse to be overtaken on the road. If someone overtakes me and cuts me off, I don't care if I have to alter my drive home. My one mission from then on is to drive and get back in front of them and cut them back off, because I fucking refuse to be overtaken like that. It gives you the shits. So if you see me on the road and you try to cut me off, just know that even if you're pulling up to your fucking driveway, I will take out your fucking letterbox just to pull in front of you. All right?
I can vouch for this.
So yeah, that's my one ego thing. But I don't go under.
Oh, this leads on to another topic that we weren't even planning on talking about today, mate. Near-death experiences when you're in the car with the boys.
We've had a few.
All right? We obviously carpool a lot. Me and you, we all do. But me and you are probably the worst for what I'm about to discuss. And I remember one vividly, right?
I think I know what you're talking about.
We're going past the shops. Was it raining?
Yeah, it was raining.
Raining. And so this lane goes from 3 lanes, and then the third lane ends pretty abruptly. It's like a bus
lane.
stop.
Yeah.
And then it goes into 2. And I think I was in the...
You were in the second, so the bus was on the left. Yeah, the bus was on the left lane, and we were in the middle.
And there was a little Yaris.
There's a Yaris in front of the bus, and the bus was turning from the bus lane into our lane.
Yeah.
But there was no... I understand.
If I'm not mistaken, the Yaris slammed its brakes on to let the bus in, which it shouldn't have. It should have kept going. And so the Yaris slammed its brakes on in the rain, a bus, me driving a cruiser with big tyres.
Muddies with no grip in the rain at all.
Raining, and I'm just slammed the brakes on. And I'm not taking the piss. Melling's in the passenger seat, didn't move a muscle, didn't look up, didn't say fucking, just sat there on his phone doing his shit. And I'm telling you, I stopped about maximum of 15 centimetres from the bumper of this car, and this bloke's just sitting there scrolling on his phone like nothing's just happened.
Look, I saw the situation unfolding. I looked up for a second while we slammed the brakes on, and I was like, look, I can't do anything in this situation to stop.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think it'd make it worse if you're like, oh my God, yeah. That makes it worse.
Exactly. So
but I'm still a little bit concerned about how blasé we are when we're in
that. Yeah. And then afterwards, I think we just stayed quiet for about 5 minutes and then just lost it laughing.
Then we're just like, look, mate, that could have ended real bad.
Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't.
It didn't, and that's what matters.
That's the important part. But yeah.
It was no fault of my own either. The old mate should not have slammed his brakes on, and everyone can vouch for this. When it rains in Perth drivers turn into a bunch of people that should not have their licenses.
When I feel like, especially when it's an amber, like a orange light, people decide that that's the time that they're not going to try and beat the orange light. I'm doing
80, and I'm an amber light from me 5 meters in front. I'm slamming the brakes on. That's what they're doing.
And usually in the dry, they'll try and beat it, but in the wet, it's like now they think they've got the stopping distance to stop in time.
Yeah,
and you're sitting there slamming your brakes on, fishtailing, trying not to hit them. So
I did it. Yeah,
driving.
It's just, honestly, man,
if you're not in Perth and you think about renting a car in Perth, I hope you've got cash to splash, because you're going to need some insurance
payments. That full public liability comprehensive shit, because I'm telling you, Perth drivers are a different breed.
Especially if you're going anywhere near the city.
Oh, dude, it's just you know what was good? When COVID first hit, and it was a lockdown.
And you're like the
I was an essential worker.
Yeah, same.
No one on the roads, bro. Peak hour, I'm driving to I was working at this shop, we're doing inspections there, and peak hour, bro, no traffic on the roads, man.
I feel like people were happier on the roads too.
That's not because
all you see is all the tradies, all the
vibing with their McDonald's, McCafe coffee,
first thing in the morning,
BLT
5:30.
or egg McMuffin. Not giving it. And now there's more drivers on the road in Perth than there's ever been ever.
Yeah. Did you see Mark McGowan released that new when eventually we open up, what the new essential is, and the new all this sort of stuff. There's even ones where if you've got COVID, you can pretty much just work. If there's an absolute you have to work situation. It was ridiculous. But I don't know enough about it to talk about it, but
nah. I'm going to be honest, mate. I don't want to focus on COVID. I don't really want to bring up COVID on this podcast, because I think it's talked about everywhere else, on every media outlet, every news outlet, on every radio channel. It's just we don't need to hear it anymore. I'm fucking over it.
I instantly just want to walk off if someone tries to bring it up to me.
If you are having a conversation with someone you've never met before, and you start the conversation or bring up COVID, fuck off. remove yourself from the conversation, get back in your car, drive yourself home, and sit
go
in your
isolate
room.
for 14 days, please.
Honestly, do it. Because it's just fucking, don't do it, mate.
It's annoying.
No one cares if you're vaccinated. No one cares if you're not vaccinated. No one cares about your conspiracy theories. No one cares about if the conspiracy theories are real. Just shut up about it. I'm over it. I'm brutal, and I'm probably going to get some shit, man. But I'm over
like,
it.
People have issues with like others forcing religion onto them.
Yep.
And this is exactly what it feels like with
Exactly.
the vaccination versus unvaccination. I don't give a fuck.
Neither.
Like, I shouldn't have to decide for you. That's it. Like, I made my decision and I'm shutting the fuck up, and you can make your decision and also shut the fuck up.
Yep.
It is what it is. Over talking about COVID, man.
Yeah. All right, mate.
How far along are we?
We're 15 minutes in,
Sweet,
mate.
cool.
So
No
we've
need
still
to
got a bit of
stop and
time.
start here, that's for sure. What else been happening, man? Other than that, the only other thing this week that happened, our TikTok got taken down, the first one.
We're not angry
We're
about it.
not mad about it, but apparently we were naked and having sex in that video.
Yeah, sexual activity and nudity.
That's the one thing I have an issue with, is it was a very broad statement as to what was actually wrong with the video, because I don't think I was naked in that video, and I don't think there was any penetration going on. So
I just think, man, like, sex is a pretty taboo subject. Taboo, is that the word?
yeah, taboo.
It's not a openly talked about subject. And I think, like, obviously we're not sex activists, but in a platform that it's being discussed like that, maybe we were taking the piss out of it, and obviously we weren't having a serious sex chat. Yeah, but like, it needs to get to a level where you can just talk about that shit and not get taken down, because there's nothing wrong with talking about sex.
Yeah.
We obviously just ripping the piss.
We were, but
if you're having a serious conversation about sex and all that crap, I don't think that should be taken down. I think it should be an open subject to discuss, mate.
who knows, man? Apparently
Let's
not.
start the movement.
That's it. Make sex normal.
Let's rename the podcast.
To the safe
Sex
sex,
is
the
okay.
safe sex movement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But no, it wasn't ideal.
Yeah, well, that's about it, really.
We disputed it. Woke up
Yeah,
the
we
next day.
disputed
And it was
woke up, the whole video was gone, as opposed to just,
gone. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know they could just delete your video. I thought it just stayed.
Nah, I think, did I have one like that? I'm pretty sure I had one like that as well on my personal one, but it was just like, I used a swear word, and that was taken down. So, but then you can use a sound that drops every swear word under the plan. I don't understand. It's just, as soon as it's in written form, it's just like, see you
okay.
later.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Well, there you go.
Weird, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of sex,
Mm.
and on this topic while we're on it, they might have seen it on TikTok or a trend going around. No fap.
I have seen that.
So
You're doing it.
I'm doing it.
Really? Not just for like not like no fat November, like actually just no
Just
fat.
no fap. Not gonna beat my meat, as one would
Indefinitely.
say. Yeah.
I tried it.
No porn.
In
I
November.
cut porn out a long time ago. I think porn's pretty unhealthy.
Mm.
Yeah, I cut porn out a while ago. But now I've taken it to the next level. No
No
fap,
fap.
mate. Yep.
I feel like surely there's some health issues that come with it if you don't get any though.
Yeah, well, because don't they say, like, you know,
It's good for your prostate or something.
good for your prostate, can reduce, like, all this crap. But I don't know. Then they
Maybe
also
just
say...
train your mind. Just think yourself into an orgasm.
Yeah.
And that's technically not no fap, is it?
No, I just don't think you're meant to nut meat
Ah.
by, like, yourself.
Well,
But
yeah.
then can you have sex still?
Yeah.
So you can still have sex?
I think from what I've seen on it, you can still have sex. It's just
Okay.
you can't. It's basically like you're taking the easy way out by giving yourself this dopamine release. And it's like you're not addicted to the feeling. This is what I've seen. You're not addicted to the feeling. You're addicted to the dopamine that it creates.
Mate, I'm not addicted to fucking anything. Half the time when I
Once
beat
in my
my
life,
meat,
I like
it's
to
because I'm
feel
just bored.
happiness. Yeah, literally.
I'm literally sitting down in my room or I'm playing a game and I'm like, I've got nothing better to do. I may as well go meet. Like, that is honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there like
It's like when people bored eat. I think guys just bored
wank.
fat, bored wank.
Like if it's same with like if I'm homesick or whatever, bro.
You're breaking some records.
I'm breaking
You're
records. that
setting
day.
some PRs
Bro,
that day.
PRs are being set in my bedroom.
I remember the first time you had a wank. How'd that go? I'm pretty sure the first time I did, I was scared shitless. I was
can't
worried.
remember it.
All I know is that after I discovered it, I was trying to set some personal records, and yeah, I might give it a go. I might give
Yeah,
it a
I'm
go.
doing it, mate. So I think I'm 6 days in now. I haven't wanked.
Yeah,
It's tough out here.
it is a rough. Gig.
I'm a new man.
Stay safe though.
Mental clarity, apparently. I'm feeling clear as ever.
Yeah.
I've never felt more clear in my life.
I feel like you're lying to me.
I'm a mirror.
Yeah,
You can't see through me. You can see.
I'm not even going to comment. But I remember doing NoFap in November, and I lasted about, I don't know, 7, 10
I lasted
days.
14 days or something
It's
like that.
rough.
I did it for a swing once. I was away for 22 days and I
Bro,
didn't.
you have a sneeze and you
I
turned
bust a
on.
nut for 22 days. And the
rough.
first time when I got back and I actually...
It hurt.
It hurt.
It's a rough gig. If you're doing no fap, good luck. Stay safe.
I'll look, mate.
I might give it a go.
How about
might not.
each podcast you film, I'll just touch on it and just say if I've broken it or we still...
See if
we're
you've
still
relapsed
strong.
or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to try and finish this. Just quietly, it's disgusting. I'm going to try and finish it.
I'm on the Little Creatures Pale Ale now,
All
mate.
right, I'm about to open up.
No free advertising,
I
though.
don't
We'll
know
send you
where
the
mine's
invoice. But Little Creatures Pale Ale. Adam got me onto this, actually. He drinks it. It's actually not bad.
Keep your promotion going. I just realised my other beer's in the fridge.
Let me read the label.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hopped with Cascade and Chinook hop cones. Unpasteurized and live bottled. Conditioned. Our pale ale has unique, hoppy balanced, refreshing flavours. Don't know what any of those words mean. Melling? What about you, mate?
I'm coming.
Good input from Melling there.
Yeah, give it a go. The Little Creatures, it's decent pale ale. I'm not a big pale ale fan, to be honest.
I am a pale ale fan, mate. I drink a pale ale over a
I'm a
lager
big
any day of the
lager
week.
drinker, that's for sure.
All right. I want to jump into something. We just covered TikTok.
Yep.
There's been a trend going on TikTok at the moment that I'm heavily invested in. I love this.
Yep.
And it's people pulling up to other people's houses.
Or we have
and
to do it.
filming
We
shit
have
out
to do
the front.
it. I've seen it. It's amazing.
So good. I seen one, and the props they had were
Dude, they had a full game of golf going on,
yeah,
bro.
golf. They had a garage sale.
I'm here
cricket
for it.
games.
I'm here for it.
They were doing a beer pong tourney out the
Yeah.
front. Like we are 100% pulling up to people's houses and filming it.
Just quietly, if you're even if you were slightly our mates,
Yeah. And you live
if we
anywhere
know
around
where
there,
you live, and we've been to any of your parties,
and you hear some noises out the front,
expect a Snapchat of us
playing
10-pin bowling,
anything, mate.
Yeah,
Anything. But I'm telling you, it's going to happen because I'm so invested in this trend.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of mates around us, mate. We can do this for sure.
In our area, for sure. Yeah. Get
Any
ready.
trends you've seen, mate?
Cleaning, man. I've been addicted to these cleaning videos. I don't know what it is. It just releases. Speaking of dopamine, I think it just releases that sense of accomplishment without actually doing it. And I think it's actually a bad thing to be watching these. But seeing someone, there's a car detailing guy, for example.
Yep.
People just cleaning their rooms or like cleaning up old
Do
shoes.
you think it's because you don't clean that you just get so satisfied
I
when
just
they
think
clean?
it's just watching something finished. Just like
Wouldn't know about finishing,
even,
mate. I'm 7 days in.
Yeah, look, it's pain. But even those videos, it's like ASMR, not ASMR. What's what I'm looking for?
ASMR.
Where you see things that like perfectly fit, for example. So if it's are you good?
I was just doing some ASMR.
Oh,
man,
okay,
my bad,
nice.
so.
If you see like a ball going through a hole, or like the guillotine's going straight through a perfect line,
Yeah,
like
okay.
those sort of like
Yep.
satisfying things. I think it's
Yep.
the same when you see like a well detailed car or a
Yeah.
shoe being cleaned up or something.
Yeah, okay.
You just watch it and then you want to clean, and then you start cleaning and you're like, nah, it's not the same.
This could
Just
be
shame.
another trend. We obviously we're doing the hour. What was it?
Oh, the
Beer
alcohol
of
of the hour.
Alcohol of the hour.
Yeah.
We can discuss, some
The TikTok
internet
trends.
TikTok trends and maybe like internet news, anything happening in the influencer
Yeah.
space.
There's a little bit going on between like Anarka and Raw, but I don't know enough about it to go
No.
into it.
I'm big. I followed Shirley Coker, the Anarka Power guy, for a while. He's good.
Mm.
I'm not too sure about what's going on there.
Well, Raw's ran by, I think, Bradley Martin.
Bradley Martin, mate.
When
Noel's
it's-
part of Raw Gear.
Yep.
Noel.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know. I don't think you
I
said.
don't
I
think I
don't
know
think you know who
Noel.
Noel is.
Every
It's
time
all
you
good.
talk about Noel, I
The
think
boys
about
will know who Noel is.
Noel. Every time you talk about Noel, I think about Noel Miller and Cody Ko.
No.
See, they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I should
no,
get
not
you
who
on
I'm
it.
talking about.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
I'm glad we're not on the same page, mate.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All right. I'm going to be honest. I'm looking down at. We've got some topics here we're going to discuss.
Mm.
All right. So.
I'm going straight into it with that smile.
Nah, I'm actually not. Oh, we can turn off. We're at 24 minutes, mate.
Yeah. We've
So
got
we're
2
almost-
minutes. Yeah.
All right, we'll do something quick, mate. Public displays of affection.
I am. What is your definition of public displays of affection? Like, is it literally like if I give you a hug, you're knocking me out?
That's
Oh, okay.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm talking about over the top, like a lot of public. So like I was at the beach the other day with Ev, and we're laying on the. We've gone for a swim.
Yep.
We're laying on a grass hill, and we come up the beach, and I think I don't know if he pointed it out to me or I pointed it out to him, and there was this couple. And like the chick was laying on her back on the hill, mate, and the boyfriend was legitimately laying on her flat, straddling her.
Interesting.
Like, and she's like holding his face, and they're like full going at it. And the hill's packed with people, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like,
Just threw up in my
Anyone
mouth a little
seen
bit.
this?
No.
Because it was soft porn, mate. It was soft porn on a beach in Scarborough, and I don't think there's a need for it. It made
Right.
me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I felt sick.
It is disgusting.
Shouldn't happen.
I think my limit is, you peck your girlfriend on the cheek, not the cheek,
Yep.
the lips. You have a kiss,
Yep.
slap her on the ass, hold hands, that sort of shit. Fine.
Even the slap on the ass, if it's a
But
little
it's like
one,
a
you're
little
not
tap.
going to walk
I'm
over
not
like,
walking
"Ooh,"
up and like, slapping and grabbing.
Yeah.
not
I
lingering.
mean,
there.
you put your hand
Just
on
a
their
little
hip
bit of-
and,
that
like that.
sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're necking on,
Yep.
if you are,
Yeah, like, do not neck on in public.
bro, what's
Maybe
the point?
nightclubs, it's kind of,
nightclubs are
you're
different. though.
drunk,
That's not
it's
really
excused, I guess. But,
Yeah.
like, if you just,
You're in the
at
middle
the
of
shops.
Carousel Shopping Centre.
and you're necking on with your partner,
Yeah,
leave
yeah. Just go ahead and
the
leave.
country.
Mm.
Fuck off.
Self-isolate for 14 days.
Is that the new trend?
until
Is
you,
it?
yeah, just anything that I disagree with, you're self-isolating and don't come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just,
Not a fan of PDA.
no, like, as you say, mate, like a little kiss, hold hands, like a hug. It's fine. It's fine where it's justified. Like, if you're on a date and you're behind her hugging her, go for it, mate. But,
Yeah.
like, if you're on a beach in Scarborough, middle of the day, on Australia
And
Day,
you're doing your best
when there's a
rendition
lot
of Magic Mike.
legit. And then, like,
Stop.
he seen me, like, look at him like that. So he got up. I turned away. 15-second back at it. Straight back at it.
What
and
a
I'm
mess. Props to him.
like,
for-
brother don't got a filter.
He doesn't care.
No. And I mean, I guess that's all right if you don't care what people think. But, like, I feel like you've got to also think about making other people uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And he definitely fucking made me uncomfortable.
that's fair enough. I
But-
agree.
We're-
Just real quick.
26.
Yeah, might as well.
Just hit it, mate.
I believe we're back.
Yeah, so
Just a quick cut. So
the
this
audio
is-
kept running.
Yeah.
But in the editing, if we do use we've got my phone up there recording as well.
Mm.
But we've also got the camera. So if you do see a cut, it's because we've had to stitch
We've
the
had to
video
stitch
in
it
as well.
because this has a limit on recording.
So, all right, that's a nice
Nice transition.
into. This is a very stereotypical guy thing. All right,
Okay.
you buy a new bit of technology, i.e., this camera, anything, a TV, a drill,
Yeah.
anything a guy's gonna buy.
I will not.
You're not reading that manual, are
Will
you?
not read that manual.
You are literally
Furni-
ripping that thing out the box.
Furniture, phone, like
Anything.
if I could fast track that manual to the bin, I would.
Like,
I don't give a fuck.
I don't
will-
give a
and,
nah.
and then I'll sit there and complain that what the fuck, this is stupid.
Who the fuck designed this?
Why
This
is
is
this
fucking
yeah.
bullshit? Yeah.
I refuse.
IKEA furniture, mate. If I'm putting a bed frame together, you best believe that manual's being used as tissue paper. I'm not using that. I'm not reading that.
No.
Get it out of my face.
No.
It's an insult. I think it's an
It is.
insult, mate.
I think that it's just a challenge,
Yeah.
and anyone like the manual isn't.
My ego's taking a hit if
the
I'm
manual
reading
isn't instructions. It's literally a challenge. It's like you could build this.
Yeah.
You could use this, or you could actually just
Yeah.
put
the number 5 screw in it. No, fuck off, mate. I'll put the number 5
the number
screw
4
where
works
I want
or
to
the
put
number
the number
6
5
works.
screw.
I'll do what I
Exactly.
want.
I don't care if it's a little bit
Yeah.
shorter and it strips out and it doesn't hold together
Yeah,
well.
100%.
I still built it.
I will round off that fucking bolt if I have to.
I'm putting a Phillips head in with an Allen key, mate.
And you know the best
I don't
part
give
about
two
it
shits.
is every time there's a leftover screw, and you're like,
I'm putting that in the bin
guess it's
with
a
the
spare.
manual.
Yeah, guess it's a spare or putting it in the bin.
It's going in the bin with the manual, mate.
Yeah.
I think that stemmed a long time from my childhood. Like, my pop was the same.
Yeah.
We ain't never read
My
manuals.
dad's the same.
Who reads like, honestly, my mum's always like, oh, where's the manual? And I stop what I'm doing. Like, if I'm putting, like, she'll buy a cabinet or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, Josh, can you put it together for me? I'm like, yeah, no worries, mate. I'll get to it. I'm putting it together, and she'll come in, and they'll stand there. Or dad, same thing. They'll stand there and
worst.
look at you like that, and they'll be like, where's the manual? And I put my shit down. I got to have a deep breath to collect myself so I
obviously.
don't lose
you got
it.
to
And
gather
I'm like,
yourself because that's some serious insult.
does it look like I need the manual, mate?
Exactly.
Can you not see this cabinet being built? Like, I built an entire kitchen, flat pack, no manual. I refuse to use them. It took me an extra day to
I was
build
about to
it.
say, who gives a fuck if that 10 minutes extra of reading helps you save about 4 hours?
Not worth it.
I remember one time I put a bed frame together
Mm.
and I had like 3 missing bolts. Now this time I'm like, that's a bit of a concern.
That is a bit of a concern.
Because I'm like, I feel like I've hit all the targets that I needed to in terms of bolts where they go. Turns out, those interconnecting bolts between 2 wooden planks, I tend to miss the whole side. So
Yeah, that old chestnut, eh?
came home one night drunk, looking forward to just jumping into bed.
Jumped into bed
Flopped
and
into bed and fell through it.
Yeah.
So
You get them on the big jobs, mate.
but I still refuse to use it.
Oh, I will never use it. Like, so this camera.
Yeah, so back to the
So
point
we
of this.
used. I did a lot of research on this camera because we
Apparently not enough.
originally said we were going to use the iPhone until we felt we needed the camera.
just
but it's
figured we'd
that
be using it for
much
other
of a pain
things.
in the exactly, mate. We can use it for karting weekends.
Yeah.
We can. the phone's a bit of a pain in the ass to get the video. It takes good videos, like don't get me wrong, but it's a pain in the ass to get the data transferred over to the computer to edit.
So long.
So we bought this camera, and I did some research and found out we spent a bit of money on this camera, mate.
We did.
And it takes good videos, good pictures, and everything, but we
failed to come across anything that told us
there was a time limit.
there's a time limit on the recording. So
Should be in bold writing.
we
mate.
got in. We're like, yep, 4K. This is what we wanted. Mint. Got enough room on an SD. This is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Started recording 4K. Talking about the introduction. Tried the beer. Terrible beer, by the way. And we just saw this big flashing icon saying recording has stopped. And after that, we wanted to put our heads through a wall.
Yeah, and even then, we found out you can't disable that time limit.
Yeah, we thought, oh, surely that's just like a
Yeah.
feature.
Nope.
No.
And then it turns out that every resolution this camera shoots on has a
limit.
time limit that you cannot change. So the longest we can do is, I think, Ultra HD at 60 frames, and that's still only 30 minutes, and then it resets itself. Hence why we had to stop there. But you best know, to find out that information, we didn't read the manual.
Yeah, it's about trial and error.
We
now
literally
know.
just kept doing it until we realised you can't change the setting.
Probably
We're not reading
wasting
that
our
manual,
money.
mate. No way. I think I threw the manual. It's over there somewhere.
Yeah, literally, we pulled it out, and I put the manual just behind the desk, and I was like, we don't need that
Because
anymore. Not happening.
I'm not looking at a manual, mate.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just not happening.
Mm.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But anyway, we're thinking we're going to have to return the camera and buy another one.
Yeah, we'll get a better one.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
A better one.
Better one. Better equals more time recording.
Yeah,
That's basically it. But yeah, what else do you want to talk about, man? Looks like you got a list, so I'm not going to interject.
I do have a bit
anytime
of a list.
soon.
Do you have
Yeah.
anything you want to talk about, mate? Because I've been talking. I've got some
Been flapping your mouth flats for a while.
yeah, mate. I've
Yeah.
got some input from some
Couple
viewers, we
people.
could say.
Yeah.
For a topic, mate. Not a topic, but I've had some input from them regarding this topic.
Well, it's up to you. I can bring up the one thing well, not the one thing, but one of the things I was talking about. Or if you while we're on it, might as well bring it up.
All
It's
right.
up to you.
Turn offs and turn ons, mate.
The old question.
Icks.
First of all, if you call it an ick,
Well, they came up with
Woo!
ick and tick. So ick is an ick, tick is a turn on.
See, that's really a good play on words.
But you hate it.
The
still,
term ick,
you don't like it.
I hate it.
Okay.
It's just like, why?
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, we'll go for ick and tick, right?
All right. So,
You give me things, and then I'll just is that what
all
we're
right.
doing?
Do you want me to fire away with what I've got? I got some icks that I've got from. These are girls' icks.
Okay.
All right.
About guys.
And some of them, and some of them are pretty
Unfair.
weird, pretty unfair, mate.
Yeah.
All right. So I went to Rottnest a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, and riding around Rottnest, I had a backpack on, because in my backpack I had my towel, sunscreen, water, my snorkel, my wallet, Ventolin. Just quickly, me and you both asthmatics. It fucking sucks. How do you get born and you're bad at something that your body should do automatically?
It's
we were
stupid.
born bad at breathing.
I know.
We took an L from the get go. But
I know.
anyway,
It's terrible.
yeah, not good.
I've got to go find a tree every time I'm out of breath. So anyway, moving on. Go on with your go on
Trees
with
produce
your
oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had all my crap in it because I'm riding a bike around Rottnest, mate. And as I said, we rode
You're not
over
gonna put it in your
22,
fucking pockets.
22 kilometers.
Yeah.
One of the icks I said, backpacks. Backpacks are an ick. Sorry, backpacks are a turn off.
Why? How? Do
Well,
they disclaim?
They specifically said that running with a backpack is a turn off. If you see a guy running, is a turn off. But then they went on to elaborate and say that backpacks as a whole are a turn off. And I'm a little bit lost because I agree. I'm not running with a backpack on.
Yeah, but
And
still.
I think they're a turn off. You know, back in primary school when you used to wear
Yeah.
your backpack at your waist.
Yeah, and it's like kicking against your ass and it's flicking up. But wearing a backpack.
I had no choice on Rottnest. I'm not going to walk around with a. I'm not
You're not
going
gonna have a-
ride around my gym duffel bag.
Yeah, I
am I?
was about to say you don't have a duffel bag or a
No.
friggin'. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. So they reckon backpacks were a turn off,
Okay.
which I guess I kind of get, but at the same time, I'm like, what are you meant to do?
Air Max 97s for girls are turn offs if you're wearing them.
Biggest turn off, mate. If you got
You
MX
go use
97s, burn
those-
them,
Use those trainers to
burn,
run off
run off into the distance and never come
and
back.
self-isolate.
All for personal. This is personal preferences, I should say. You wear whatever you want to wear, whatever makes you happy and comfortable, because that's your entitlement. As I'm going to wear whatever the hell I want to wear. I don't really care what people think, but yeah, this is our personal preference.
Yeah.
And I have to agree on that statement, mate.
Absolutely. Smoking. Disgusting. Can't do a smoke. Vaping even. I don't like
Really?
girls that vape or smoke. I'm talking like cigarettes here. Turn off. I can't do it.
I'm not.
I dislike
I don't
vapes.
mind that, mate.
Really?
That's not a big thing for me. I don't care.
I think it's you can taste it sometimes or smell it sometimes though. That's the issue. Vaping in general, I just feel like vaping just looks stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So that's a turn off for me. I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of that.
All right. Another turn off that I've got.
What did they say? What else do they have to shut us down for?
So, no, this is like I agree on this one.
Okay.
I was talking to him for a long time, and I agree with what she said. Wearing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday underwear,
Yeah.
but also wearing them on the correct days. If you're wearing like a Monday's underwear on a Monday,
That's more of a turn off?
yes, apparently, this is what they said. Okay, they had the whole group of them agree on this too.
That's so
But you got to admit, like, you wake up in the morning, you've had your shower, and you go to your
just an
drawer,
organised
and
fellow.
you grab your Monday underwear and you put them on. Fuck off, mate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Don't wear them.
No.
Throw them out. And this goes for, I'm going to be brutal here, step one underwear.
So here's the thing. I haven't tried step one. I've heard they are
I
really comfortable.
used to wear them offshore when I was working
I
in the
heard
heat.
they're so comfortable.
They were good.
So
But I remember
what's the
looking in the
re-
mirror one day and I was like, that ain't it.
They're not attractive.
No. And now I've gone back to just like the plain black Calvins.
Yeah,
and like
I've
the
saw
grey Calvins.
Calvin and Tommy
Yeah.
Hilfiger, they're pretty good.
But all those underwear,
Like
they
the
said,
tradie underwears and stuff. Anything you see on an advertisement?
well, that's what she said. She goes, tradies, the day of the week underwear, even alpha underwear, patterned
I used
bonds
to wear
underwear.
Alpha and Days.
Yeah, so all that they reckon's a turn off.
Interesting. You
But-
can't win.
Imagine you're about to hook up with a girl though. You pull your pants down. You've got Wednesday underwear on a Wednesday, mate. She's packing her shit up and leaving,
Yeah. It's
and I
true.
don't blame her. I'm packing my shit up and leaving too. I'm getting on a plane and I'm fucking off to a country no one knows who I am.
I guess you got to plan in advance for those kind of things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll put on my
right,
sexy
okay.
lingerie that I
So
got from
don't match your
Honeybird.
days up. Don't even bother having days.
Don't have them, mate. If you've got them, get rid of them. And fellas, if you've got tradie underwear, that's the main camera going dead.
Yep, and that is fine. 'cause
That's
we
all
have
right.
a second one.
Lucky.
Lucky. Is that the issue? You know what? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
But if you've got any of those underwear, days of the week underwear, alpha underwear, step ones, tradies, get rid of them, fellas. All right, do not wear them to a hookup or anything where you're expecting
that's
to
some primary school. high
meet a
school shit.
woman.
I'm just gonna check the other.
Nah, good on you, mate. It should be good. We're good. Don't wear them, fellas. Don't. I'm telling you, get rid of them. Because I've heard this from multiple people now that
Yeah,
it's not
it's-
a good move.
It's
so,
a recurring thing. That's for sure.
all right, next one that she said. This is kind of a weird one, but I tend to agree. Beach walks. A turn off.
Sorry. Hang on a second. Let me just. What? How? What do you
Exactly
mean?
right.
What is a beach walk? Is this you
So-
walking in the sand,
So
or is this you
she was talking and she's like,
having a strut, like a power walk, or
so if you're a couple walking, have you ever seen how you look when you're walking on soft sand on the beach?
So you're like kind of like
Should I give a demonstration real quick?
if you want, if you're
All right,
if you're watching,
they can't see it. They can't
well,
see
if
my
they're-
feet.
Yeah, it doesn't. Are you just like on your toes? Is that what you mean?
No, when you're like on uneven sand and you're like
Yeah.
falling everywhere and you look like a bit of a fuckwit.
So okay, look,
I don't know if it's a turn off, but like she reckons it is.
this woman needs to be treated better. That's what I'm saying, bro. Okay, I understand. If you're on the footpath, like surely not. Like if you're walking
Nah, that's
along
fine.
the,
But if you're on the soft
bit of-
sand, tripping over and shit, looking like an absolute fuckwit.
Yeah, look, I've taken my girlfriend to the beach and I've looked like an absolute spastic. But at the same time, like,
I'm the boyfriend, by the way, or I'm the bloke at the beach that if I go for a romantic walk with someone, I'm fucking throwing sticks in the ocean. I'm skimming
Yeah,
rocks. I've got
literally.
the Waboba ball in my pocket. I'm ready to play skim ball.
yeah, literally.
Like, I'm not going down there to watch the sunset, man. I'm
yeah.
going down there to get fucking
I've gone to
rowdy.
watch the sunset with my girlfriend and it's been nice.
Yep.
But I like doing like activities as well. So you know,
I
I
do.
don't mind watching the sunset. It's nice. But
I enjoy being in
but in
nature.
saying that, we didn't walk along the water, so she
Yeah.
didn't see me in my
Element.
most vulnerable situation, walking and trotting around like a little bit of Bambi on ice situation. So
Yeah.
that's fair enough.
Yeah. All right.
Anything else?
Next one, which I think is universal, mate. I
Yeah.
agree with this one for a turn off for girls. Personal hygiene,
Yeah.
self-care.
Yeah,
all
I think
crap.
that goes around the clock both
So,
ways.
like, I'm not. This could come out really wrong, and I could get a lot of flack for this. I'm not talking about a gym girl, and I'm not talking about a fit girl, and I'm not body shaming and all that crap. I want a girl that is like, doesn't live a healthy lifestyle, but takes pride in, like, treats herself right. I don't want someone that's just binging on junk food all day, doesn't get out of the house, doesn't want to do things like, I'm not saying go to the gym, etc., but I'm saying, like, live a healthy lifestyle as such. You can still have treats. We all do. Like, I'll still go out and do whatever the hell I want, but, like, have some pride in your
balance,
hygiene and your health, I guess.
Yeah, you really need to, like, there's truth to the saying, look good, feel good.
Yeah, 100%.
And when you truly do look good, and we're not talking about, dressing yourself up with makeup or anything, or for guys, it's not like, what clothes you're wearing and that sort of stuff. It's just genuinely like, if you're eating healthy and you're drinking, your water, and you're actively getting out and about and getting some sun, your skin looks better. Yeah. If you're brushing your teeth look better. If you come to me and I'm like, hey, you brushed your teeth this morning, first thing, and we're leaving to go somewhere, and you say, yeah, no, it's fine. Like, you haven't brushed your teeth. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, I agree. It's just like, not self-respect, man, but like having some pride in how your body, because your body's a temple at the end of the day. Like, we only get one of them, and like, I can't sit here and say I treat mine perfectly because I live on sugar-free monsters.
Yeah, and it's probably pretty damn bad for you.
Yeah, but like,
it's great.
I mean, I'm not even going to say I look good, because body dysmorphia at the gym is at all-time high at the moment. Like, I was at the gym the other day. I'm pushing pretty heavy weights, man. I'm lifting big things, but like, took my shirt off at the gym, had a singlet on the other day, and I just looked in the mirror and I was like, that ain't it.
It's so rough.
Yeah. And it doesn't get better, man. I look back at pictures and I'm like,
every time I look back at pictures of myself, I'm more happy with that than I am of myself now. And I'm like, that's not how it works. I've made progress since then.
This guy's definitely going to start the vacuum up outside.
This man is about to fire up the vacuum, and I'm just waiting for it. But anyway, I picked up my weight this morning to warm up, picked it up, and I wanted to leave the premises then and there. I just felt shit.
You have those workouts, though.
It is what it is. But yeah, I do agree, personal hygiene.
Yeah, I think that's universal for both genders.
Yeah. And, I think that comes with the same sort of universal stuff, being rude to, like, parents and waitresses or waiters. And
yeah, that's true.
That sort of stuff. It's just like, why? If you're just pointlessly rude to people, it gives me the shits.
Or if you just get overly angry for no reason. Because I'm a big believer on, like, I'll get angry. Don't get me wrong. I've got a bit of a temper. But if I can't control the situation, or my anger's not going to solve or make it better, what is the point? I'm putting more of my energy, and I'm putting myself in a worse mood, getting so worked up over something that, like, there's no point in getting angry over.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
And I find that a bit of a turn off. Like, if say, I don't know, you go to a shop and they get the wrong order or something, and it's just a simple thing of going back and saying, hey, you gave me the wrong thing. But instead they're sitting there swearing, getting overly angry, rude to the lady at the counter or whatever.
And they think that the person serving you is responsible for the prices.
Yeah, or the person serving you. Like,
we're just watching old mate set up his vacuum cleaner, and we're wondering if he's done.
Writing a permanent mark on, like, the windows, man.
Yeah, well, there you go. Oh, well, we'll see what he's doing in the second. If it cuts, you'll know he's vacuuming. If it doesn't cut, then we're just chilling.
But yeah, I think that's a bit of a turn off.
Anything else that's pretty...
Bro, they got a lot.
Yeah.
They had a lot.
We can address that next week. We can just keep going back to it. But...
just quickly, another thing I hate. I don't know, I already said... What? No, I had one. I've already said ambition. What was the other one I had?
No, you haven't said ambition.
Haven't I?
No.
No, I did.
No, I promise you haven't. No ambition is what he's about to say.
Yeah, I like a girl with ambition. Not saying you need to go conquer the world and become a billionaire.
It doesn't mean your ambition is to earn a lot.
No, nothing like that.
It just means you need to have a purpose, or you need to have something that you a better word, I think, would be, maybe, unless I'm completely misreading what you're about to say, is goal-driven. Yep. You have goals.
You got to have goals.
Yeah, that you want to achieve and you work towards.
I don't care about what you do for a job. I don't care about what you do for a hobby. If you're happy, living a content life, all for it. But like I don't want a girl, or I don't want that it's just sitting at home every day.
Complacent by being stagnant. Or complacent with being stagnant.
Doing nothing, not trying to better themselves or better their situation, and just sits there complaining. I'm all for having lazy days. We all love to sit at home in the house sometimes and do 100%. Absolutely nothing. Me, like, more than anyone loves to do that. But at the same time, like, You should have goals. I think it's huge. You need to have like a purpose, and you need to be driven to do something.
Yeah.
I can't stand when people aren't. It really annoys me.
I feel that. Speaking of goals, unless you want to keep going on turn-ons.
No, mate. I've got more, but
yeah, we can. As I said, we can retouch
we'll go
on
back
them.
that.
Goals. And contrary to popular belief, I am. If you had kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want them to? Let's say you had a goal of, I don't know, making the AFL.
Yep.
Would you be happy if you failed at this and they would go ahead and hit it? Like they all of a sudden become an AFL athlete. Because I'll tell you right now, the day my kid beats me in anything,
The day I retire
is the day I'm no longer that kid's father.
Really?
Nah, not that bad. But I am
gotta
going to
want your
try
kids to
and
do well,
I'm going to try. I want my kids to do well, but not as well as me. Nah, I don't want them to beat me in sports. So
Just sports. Say
Mainly
you're a billionaire or a millionaire.
and they become a billionaire.
Successful job. Say you own a company. They choose to open the same type of company in that same market. Outdo you, and they're earning
Well, that's
more than
just
you.
sort of like, are they putting me out of business or are they just doing better? If they're putting me out of business, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
If they are doing better than me because they're, not taking people from me, but they're in a different area, that's
Yep.
fair enough.
Yeah, I
But
don't know. I think
if, for example, with sports, I'm going to make sure that I'm playing golf, for example, and beating that kid, because that's a game that I can beat him till I'm, 60.
yeah.
Basketball, rugby,
I think
all that
no
sort of
matter
stuff.
what, I'm going to be competitive with my kids.
100%.
I don't
I'm
like
not letting my kid win.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna let
like
'em-
parents that shelter their kids, refuse to let their kids lose. Like fuck participation
Yeah.
trophies,
Get
mate.
your kid into the real world.
Get
as
them into
soon
the
as
real
possible.
world, because in the
Make them
real world,
competitive.
mate, when you start getting to the adult grades of sport, you're not getting competitive trophies,
I
mate.
am
You get a trophy for winning,
blocking the fuck out of my kid when he
and
goes
if
for
you're
a
not
layup.
first, you're fucking last. Exactly right.
If my little 7-year-old kid runs to the basket,
He's getting
leaving himself wide open for a layup, and it's easily defendable, I am slamming that shit out of his hand.
you are
I am
slapping
dropping
that
him.
shit into the lake, mate.
I will get a tech foul if I have to. I am
100%, mate.
no
Shooting foul, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I do not care.
If he runs the ball up in rugby, doesn't protect his ribs,
Gone.
guess what's getting broken? His fucking ribs, bro.
Exactly.
Speaking of, look, with golf, maybe a different story. I'll probably snap my clubs in front of an
Yeah,
old
look-
couple.
Yeah.
Oh
shit.
But yeah, I think, I want my kids to be successful, but I will be very competitive with them, and I'm not just happy to let them win.
Yeah,
I just have to.
Sorry, I have to do this.
It's all good. I don't know. Interesting.
I feel like, I want my kids to do well, but I'm not going to wrap them in cotton wool, shield them from the world, and tell them that everything they're doing is good and they're not doing anything bad. Because if they're doing something bad or they're being shit at the game, I'm going to tell them, mate, pull your head in.
Yeah,
The rest of the team's out there trying and they're running, and you're sitting in the back pocket doing absolutely fuck all. Pull your finger out, mate. Don't care what the coach says. Push up the ground.
Yeah.
Get the ball. Kick it from 60, mate, and get a goal. Do something for the
I don't
team,
care
mate.
if you're 3 years old. You better be
Yeah.
able to kick 60 metres in a torp.
And it better be a fucking torpedo.
Absolutely.
I don't want no drop punt.
No.
I want a torp
None
from
of
the
that.
centre square, full size ground, Oz kick.
Otherwise, you're cut from the team.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. But nah, I want my kids to do well, but there's not going to be any
I'm-
time in my
yeah.
life when I'm going to not absolutely be competitive with them.
Okay.
Maybe when they're younger.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt them.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to 2-foot slide tackle my kid if he's into football, like
Yeah,
soccer.
exactly.
It's not necessary.
No.
If he's one.
Yeah.
Once he gets to 4 years old, he's a grown man, act like one.
Yep.
Which actually kind of brings me on to my next topic that I didn't even think about. When you, if
We're a
let's say you
flowy
do-
podcast over here, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're flowing into the topics.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
The if you do make it, right? Make it in terms of money. You're a millionaire, billionaire, whatever
What
it
do you
is.
define as make it?
Let's
this
just
your
say
personal-
you're just getting paid millions a year, right?
I would say millions.
You're just doing well.
Yep.
How much of this do you put into your kid's life? Are you going to be one of those parents who gives them, gives them the
I'm not
world?
going to hand it to them on a platter, but yeah, I'll help them out.
I
I want my
think-
kids to live a good life. So
I
I
think
might
I
put
would-
some in a fund for
Yeah.
when they get older and say, like, you're 18 now, or when they want to get married or buy their own house, I say, look, here's if I'm in a position to help my kids and give them a better life, then I'm going to do it.
I think I will, but to a certain point. I think I'm going to make them get a job. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the more you contribute to them comes from the more they work.
Yeah, 100%.
So, let's say they're getting a part-time job. You're
Yep.
getting them, like, part-time benefits, per se. If they get a full-time job, or if they're, like, full-time studying, different story, obviously. But, like, I think you're rewarding them for still working hard
Yeah.
versus them being like, I'm chill. I got daddy's money. I'm staying
Fuck
home.
that. They're not getting daddy's money.
Yeah.
They're like.
They're not getting a credit card.
Because we haven't had it easy. Like we've had to work, and this really pisses me off. I've got a couple people I know. I'm not going to really dive into it too much, but there's a couple people I know that think that having a job is a negotiable thing, and they're my age, and they believe that they don't need a job. And like as I said on the last podcast, you've got to have things that make you happy.
Yeah,
and
but
you should
also
happiness should be your main priority. You also have responsibilities as an adult in society.
If your parents
you
still
need to
paying
get a job,
your
it's
fuel,
not negotiable.
Your phone bills, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And you're not like, even if you're a full-time student, man, these days you need to have some sort of income.
I agree. Like if my kid's a full-time student, I'll pay because if they're only working part-time, they don't have the money to pay for their insurance, phone bill. And if I can do it, I'll cover it for them. But like when I'm talking like they're adults, my age,
they're
23,
going out, getting paid. Like their parents are giving them money to go out. Like don't go out.
Nah, they're not even going out, bro. But they're not making any effort to get a job or better this, like do anything.
Just
they
sitting there smoking weed and shit.
Nah, they're not even doing that, man. They're just not doing anything.
Yeah, right.
Like they're not like drug addicts. They just don't leave the house, don't have a job, and I'm just like, it's non-negotiable, mate.
Yeah.
Like you can't not have a job. You're 23. You can't sponge off everyone for the rest of your life. And this might come across really bad, and people might rip into me and say you don't know what's going on. But I'm like, mate, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And like I get the whole anxiety and all that crap. Not crap. I get the anxiety, depression, all that stuff, and that might be a bit of a reason. But like you need to be willing to help yourself to get out of that rut.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if this bloke that I'm talking about in particular.
Is in that state?
There's actually there's two of them. I can't dive into it too much.
Yeah.
But basically, in general, not singling anyone out, but I can't actually fathom people not grasping the concept that they're adults now and they need to get a job and they need to.
Life's not slowing down, mate.
Life's not easy for anyone.
Yeah. I'm like, how you envision your future to be, whatever success you have. I guarantee you there's some money that needs to be involved in that. And
I grew up, the people I'm talking about, I grew up with.
Okay.
Go way back.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love them. And like, if they were in trouble or anything, I'd be more than willing to help out. But like, I don't know how to tell them that like, yo, it's time to
pull your head in
and
switch
do
on.
something, mate.
Yeah.
Because as I say, I've known them for
years.
Near on since I was born.
Jeez.
So
yeah, right.
It is what it is, mate. They might watch the podcast and they're going to figure out who I'm talking about. And like, I'm not trying to be rude and I'm not trying to be a dick here if they do watch this, but it's
just a bit of a wake up.
It's a bit of a wake up call that life's not. You don't get everything handed to you, mate, and you've got to work for it.
And eventually there'll come that time when it doesn't get handed to you and you're going to be sitting there out on your feet like, what
exactly, because there is going to be a time when that happens.
And it'll probably be soon. If you're 23, 22,
exactly,
you're going to be getting that, that wake up call, I can imagine, pretty quickly. There's a time, your parents will love, looking after you and everything like that, but they've got to live their own life. You don't go into parenthood expecting to raise your kids for 35 years.
Yeah.
It's a good 18 to 30 years, absolute max. And then from there, it's like, all right, come on, man.
And that's why I said, like, there's obviously rules to the exception, but if my kid's a full-time student, I'll help them out. If my kid's got something going on, medical, or they are depressed and all that crap, then of course I'm going to help them out because I love them.
Yeah.
And there's rules to it and obviously exceptions, but as a general factor, if my kid's got nothing standing out that's wrong with him and he just thinks that he can sponge off my money,
yeah,
no way, mate. Go get a job.
And they'll be the same kids that get pissy when you don't give them money. And
exactly.
It's like,
and I don't have time for it.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if it's brutal or not. People might have a problem with it, but I don't really care anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't really affect you
There's
at all.
no point in having a filter, mate, because no matter what you say, you're going to offend someone, annoy someone.
Get your TikTok video taken down.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is, mate. A bit of a serious topic, but...
Yeah. No, it's good to get into it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty much everything I had. Some of it you covered already.
We've gone for 54 minutes, mate, so it's been a long one, actually.
Yeah, was there anything else that you had on the mind?
Nah, I think, honestly, we do appreciate all the support we got on the first video.
Yeah, it was actually really nice to see some of the support.
We didn't really have high expectations, obviously. For the first YouTube video, we thought we were going to get maybe
like 20 views.
20 views, and I think we've got almost...
We thought the subscribers were just going to be us on our own personal accounts, and that was it.
We really appreciate all the support, and we've got a lot of people that I didn't even think would watch the podcast that I haven't talked to in years.
And some people just shared it, like not even... they just shared it, and I didn't even expect it at all. So it was really nice to see.
No, it is, and I've had nothing. I don't know if they're taking the piss or whatever.
Well, that's
but
the
I've
other
had
thing, you
nothing
never
but
know.
good feedback from people saying. Obviously, there's things we can change, and I've got a couple of people have given constructive criticism, which we do appreciate
They
because
said change your face, change your voice, change
Yeah.
your background. Actually, just don't do a podcast.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
And it was nice constructive feedback, and we'll work on that.
nah. But we are obviously new to this, and this is our second episode,
Yeah,
so that's why I
and
said like
still
constructive
finding our
criticism
feet.
is needed. If there's something we're doing wrong that you guys don't like, let us know. If there's something we're doing good, tell us that as well. But yeah, we do appreciate all the support we've got
It has
so
been nice.
far.
It has been nice.
For the people that have messaged saying good job or you enjoyed the listen, we hope you stay listening.
Become part of
Share it
the
around with
family.
your bloody friends, family.
And once again, we'll be on all platforms. Hopefully, Apple Music soon.
Hopefully, I should get Apple Music. I reckon
yeah.
sorted tonight.
There'll
We're
be some snippets on TikTok. We'll be obviously on YouTube for the full version, Spotify as well, Apple Music, hopefully, and
we're on the Google Podcast. But I'm gonna be real, mate. I don't know who the hell's using Google Podcast.
Look, if you're watching this on Google Podcast, let us know on Instagram.
We're not gonna do anything.
I'm
assuming it's an Android thing.
You're probably gonna get blocked.
Might revoke the rights on the Google Podcast.
I think it is. I think it's an Android thing. But then most Androids use Spotify. So
yeah, but we are on there. It took a while to set up. Actually, I was up till 2 a.m. or something.
Time, yeah.
Editing that last because we edited on my laptop.
I'm just thinking about how long this transition's going to be when we take all the video footage off of this iPhone again. It's going to be great. Mint.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I'm probably. Do you want to? Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is, mate. But anyway, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. This was actually longer than we thought it was going to be, which is
almost
good.
an hour, mate.
Yeah,
but obviously we can cut things if we don't want to talk about all that crap. But thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it as
support,
always.
And stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah, see you next hump day.